Influences on perception. The first topic to be discussed is physiological influences, or how our body's senses make us feel about the world around us. Although the world and events may never actually change, the way each person perceives it is very different. For example, Linda has been feeling under the weather lately. She's caught the common cold and it's made her feel fatigued and grouchy when normally she's a delightful person. A few months ago, when she had a routine physical, she was more than happy to cooperate with the doctor. She pleasantly answered all questions honestly and detailed. She showed no signs of frustration, resistance, or irritation. But now that Linda is sick, she overreacts as if the doctor is being too invasive into her personal life, when in reality he is just trying to find the cause of her illness to help her get better. Linda is easily irritated and snaps on the doctor when normally she completely understands he's just doing his job. The doctor needs to remember the state of mind that Linda is currently in and not to develop his perception of her on this incident alone.
Cultural differences. Every culture has its own view of the world. This includes both language and nonverbal interactions as well as beliefs. Cultural and religious beliefs play a major role in the treatment of many patients. The following clip of Grey's Anatomy shows an example of such confrontation.
I know this is new and confusing. I called a social worker and she's willing to come down and talk to you and explain.
Spare me the white girl cultural divide love. I grew up down the street from here. I play in a band. I went to UW. I get it. But my father doesn't. He says no. It's no.
We're talking about your ability to ever walk again.
That's what you're talking about. I'm talking about my family. Have you ever even heard of the Hmong people? Our religion has got rules that are way old and way set in stone and way spiritual, and you don't mess with them. You don't anger the ancestors. Even if you pierce your tongue and play in a band.
In the clip, the patient's father refuses to give consent to surgery his daughter needs for her condition. He believes that a part of her soul is missing due to a body piercing, and if it is not whole before she goes into surgery, she will die. His culture is influencing a decision that the doctor may not understand or agree with, and creates a perception of the man and his beliefs that may be negative.
Our perception is also influenced by our social roles. Quite simply, social roles are the roles we play in society. They are divided into gender and occupational roles. This image portrays the older version of gender roles. It was believed back in the day that women were to remain in the kitchen and provide men with food and a clean home. Unfortunately, there are still a few people with this belief. Jerks. Occupational roles are the roles we play in a workplace. Our roles in the workplace can influence our perception of others and their perception of us. This is shown in the next two clips.
This room is supposed to be unoccupied. Whose patient is this?
Hers.
Who transferred him? I don't have any paperwork, any transfer documents.
Give me a break. We shuffle rooms all the time. You know, if we need a bedpan changed, we'll let you know.
Okay, doctor, you do that.
In that clip, the doctor, Christina, passes a degrading comment to the nurse implying her job only consists of cleaning bedpans, and that her job as a doctor is more important. This shows Christina's perception of the nursing occupation, as a result of her own occupation influencing her to believe her position is above others. This also may alter the nurse's perception of the doctor's occupation. Let's watch another clip.
I'm so over this.
Hey, I heard a heart caught on fire in the OR.
I am the best intern you've got, and you are wasting me on puke and boils, and I get it. I even deserve it, but please, you can't keep me away from this surgery. I earned this surgery. I stole the surgery.
What are you talking about, Yang?
You punishing me. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Well then, like, who has been paging me all day? The nurses have been on me nonstop.
A little bit of respect and you could have saved yourself a very long day, Dr. Yang.
Hi, this is Debbie. Pissing off the nurses. Stupid.
This clip, however, is a good example of the consequences of influenced perception. The nurse, after the initial confrontation, perceived the doctor to be stuck-up, rude, and degrading. This caused the negative perception. The nurse then applied this perception to later decision-making, which led to a negative downfall on the part of the doctor.